Okay, fine. I guess this is one of those like controversial videos, maybe, or maybe it just might be an informative video that might change your opinion on the cons overall. But I really wanted to make a tier list of all his moves, mainly because it's really interesting to see how each of them will perform overall. Let's just get over it. Can is definitely the best move. There's literally no question about it. Oh, I just noticed the each gunman has their own identity. Okay, sure. But along with the can, I would like to include all of Dokkan throws, not in S tier, but every throw can be good if the can is involved. This is why the can itself is so good, just mainly because it buffs almost all of Dokkan's moves, like down tilt, like F tilt, maybe jab. Up tilt is way more situational, so I will put it right in maybe C tier. I mean, it's decent at what it does, which will be like just hitting up tilt into upper, but the horizontal range it's literally garbage. And I mean, it it can fulfill its role as a way to cover roll at the ledge, and that's it. Other than that, um, clay pigeon into up tilt, it is very hard to just use it consistently. Maybe like 4 through can up tilt upper. That's like a kind of a bread and butter, but I don't know. I prefer just like 4 through can double upper. It just makes more extra damage. So it is kind of redundant. Almost every time you can use like up tilt in the middle of a combo, you can just like do upper and it will do more damage. Okay, so F tilt. This is like probably my one of my favorite personal moves of Duck Hunt, mainly because it kind of completes its character. Like you already have a good sonar character that can just like juggle a lot with upper and stuff. And then whenever you want a quick and easy kill, F tilt is surprisingly good. Like you can get early kills. I mean, early under like Duck Hunt's context, which will be like 130% at the ledge. F tilt is crazy good, especially when you hit someone at the ledge, because usually they won't DI just because they're usually hanging out at the ledge, right? So it is very hard to actually get a proper DI to that move, and that will make it kill even earlier. I definitely recommend it to implement more in your game plan, especially if you angle it down. That's when the F tilt is actually good. Overall, F tilt without angling it down would be like C tier, maybe D tier. But just because you can angle it down, that makes it automatically an A tier. Speaking of like good kill moves, I believe Bagger is a pretty good one. It kind of sucks that it has a sour spot, but other than that, it doesn't have too much landing lag and it has pretty decent range, accompanied with some good frame data. So I don't know, it's just a solid move. Okay, Downer probably goes in B tier just because it is kind of slow, but it has a very big hitbox. You can just like try some fancy stuff with doing Downer at the battlefield platforms, and you can actually hit tall characters and combo into up smash, which is a very niche combo. Or maybe you can just like do Downer upper, and I believe it is a kill confirm at like 120%. It is very good, kind of similar to Paras on down throw upper, but just like a more reasonable percent. So it is a pretty honest move, I will say. Of course, there is the double downer mix up with Clay Pigeon, but it is kind of matchup check, I will say. It is more fun to do like downer into, I don't know, Nair, just because it is a lingering hitbox that can catch jump and kill characters like Mario at low percents. It is way more reliable than double downer. Dash attack is another decent one. Just main, I believe its main role would be like can control and move it like super far away from that cut and do some random stuff with Edgar and stuff. Also, it is pretty quick, and you can just like finish some combos with it. It is pretty decent. It does fulfill its job. Okay, another B tier. I would say S Smash. I believe. By the way, this tier isn't ordered. I think maybe if I could order them, I would say S Smash might be better than Dash Attack. But the thing about S Smash is it isn't very reliable. The opponent can't pop up from this attack pretty often, and you really don't want to do that. And I don't know, the thing that carries this move is both its range and its strength. It is surprisingly strong. I can take some stock at like 70% with it at the ledge. It is ridiculous. Also, if you can catch the opponent like going from above the ledge and go downwards, if you catch with a forward smash, you will kill like ridiculously early, especially on Town and City, which is normally a pretty good stage for Duck Hunt. Okay, I'm gonna balance this and go for a S tier and a C tier. Okay, Forwarder is definitely one of Duck Hunt's best moves. I will definitely rank it like um definitely S tier, mainly because on just because of how reliable it is as a move. It does his job very well. You can just get some easy grabs with it. It is very solid. Um, Also, maybe you can just like do like some match guard with it against characters that already spent their air dodge and don't have very good recoveries without it, like Cloud or Belmont, Min. Forwarder can do the job very well, mainly because it doesn't send the opponent to vertically, so it kind of screws those recoveries. It is very good move overall. Okay, so a C tier. Ooh, this is gonna be super controversial, but Clay Vision. I will stand on my own opinion that Clay Pigeon is a terrible move. I mean, of course it does like crazy percent, but I mean, how much are you gonna do to Clay Pigeon? Like, I don't know, 50% at most, 60. Okay, so Force can and double upper does the exact same damage, and in comparison, you get like 60 frames off and lag. I, I definitely want to emphasize how much that is and lag. I literally, I mean, here's the thing: you can just like throw the can during a whole tournament and just get up with it. And with Clay Pigeon, you can just like get some games, you can get some random stocks, but the moment where this move betrays you, you're gonna lose everything. So I definitely think it is a very high risk reward. I mean, high risk and medium reward. It will absolutely depend of the matchup. And I mean, past 70%, I believe like you can't do more than 30%. And I don't know, forward backer can do like 27%, and it is way safer to do. I really don't recommend to use Clay Pigeon on like 90% of matchups. Some matchups where Clay Pigeon can actually be a decent move will be like Snake, Samus, Bowser, DK, and maybe Wolf. You can also argue for Me Brawler just because you can do like Clay Pigeon Force Smash, but I won't rely on it mainly because Me Brawler is such a fast character, and if enemy brawler plays around Clay Pigeon, that is definitely the most useless move overall, even more useless than up tilt. But I only put it above it just because of the potential it has against certain matchups. But other than that, it isn't that good. Okay, so speaking of good moves, down tilt. Whenever you wanna do any kind of ground pressure, down tilt is definitely my favorite move of Duck Hunt. Mainly because how hard it is to grab it to shield grab it. Because it has crazy good range. It setups dead chases. It combos into the can. It does pretty much everything you can do with any of the S tier moves. So you can just like go for a backhand run on some quick play matches, and you can just like play can forwarder down tilt, and especially another special move I really love, which will be upper. This is probably Dokkan's best aerial. I mean, some days I wake up and say, "Oh my god, forwarded is definitely the best aerial," but sometimes I remember the satisfaction of landing those uppers, and it is very crazy how much this move does extra damage. It is so easy to rack up damage. Like, I don't know, imagine you're Mario and you're like mashing upper like a degenerate, and you can do that at low percent with it and high percent. It is crazy good. And whenever you can't hit any more uppers, it is a free can that you can just pull around and then punish any sort of landing. It is very good. Okay, so I feel there aren't that many moves that are interesting to analyze. Okay, rapid jab. This one is terrible. Like, why wouldn't you just do like this one instead? The only niche thing you can use with this jab is to kill some characters at 150%, like Fox on the ledge, and that's it. It isn't advisable to use it at all. Even rapid jab, you can just like use it at the ledge and you can do like easily 20% with it. And if you're good enough, you can also combo it with the can, so it is very good. Okay, neutral air. This one is pretty good. Like, it is a lingering hitbox and it might combo at times into grab or some stuff like near down tilt, or just the raw hit of near the sweet spot can also kill at reasonable percent. Also, just the fact that it is a lingering hitbox gives Dahan some mobility um, freedom. Like, it is always good to have this kind of moves. Like, imagine having Mario Snare. It is almost that good. Okay, so up smash. That's easily the most reliable smash attack that Dokkan has. It is a frame 12 out of shield, which is pretty decent. Like, imagine every time you get hit by Grom's up B. Whenever you get hit by that move, you Dokkan can do the same with up smash, or at least one frame slower, I believe. But it is pretty good, and for some reason, it also scales a lot with the charge of the smash attack and rage. I even got skills at the base platform of Battlefield with some rage at 70% against Pac-Man, just with this attack with some charge. And sometimes you can just like go for a hard read whenever you have a can on the ledge and you want to cover the roll with off smash. If you get a bit of charge, it is a crazy good move. It is very good. So try to implement it and you definitely won't regret it. Okay, so this is one of those moves, right? We have a B, which for pretty much no one's surprise, I will. Sorry, this is easily a B tier move. Like, it does its job. It covers a very big distance on its recovery. On its own, it isn't that terrible either. Like, the landing mix-ups you can do with this move with either neutral air, forward air into fast fall, upper auto cancel. Honestly, you can just like do a lot of movement mix-up. I can even just make a whole video about it and how underrated this move is. Probably, okay, I'm gonna rate these moves in order, so because I believe it would be pretty boring to have them ordered. Down smash will be like at the top of it here. I mean, it's good, but there aren't too many instances where you will actually want to use down smash other than the ledge, and that use case it is very like kind of predictable and kind of niche. So I don't know. It does its job, and it is kind of quirky in a sense that it is a frontal down smash that sends the opponent backward. So it is like a pocket version of Cloud Down Smash, I believe. It is a very easy way to compare it. And okay, so I'm gonna rate the Gunman. This is easily the worst. This is a close second, mainly because you can't hit the can easily with it. This one is decent, and these two might be the best gunmen. Okay, so A tier. Okay, that would be my. I mean, okay, reasoning on the gunman. This is gonna be fast. This one is the quickest, and you can just like get some random stacks with it. Also get some easy combos. This one is very balanced. I mean, it is the weakest, but you usually won't kill with gunmen. So this one is pretty fast. You will get a lot of combos from it. It is pretty decent. This one just kills, and it has a pretty decent firing speed. I believe it is the second worst, but it isn't that bad. This one, I mean, this doesn't deserve to be C tier, mainly because it is still a gunman. It will protect you from projectiles. But okay, the this one is very hard to combo with. I don't know. I feel it can be either worse than this one. At least you can still combo with this guy. And okay, that will be it. So let me quick order these moves. Backer is definitely the worst here. Uh, yeah, that makes sense. This gun, yeah, maybe. Okay, so neutraler or up smash. I can see myself winning more matches with up smash than neutraler. Okay, down smash definitely goes here. This gunman, um, you know what? Never mind. I will say this gunman goes at the top, and pretty much every other gunman should be like way higher. Rapid jab. Let's see. Downer must be here, mainly because of its kill confirms and range. Yeah, I think I like this. This is a pretty solid tier list. So okay, so let me know your thoughts about it. If you wanna debate about how good each movie is, and okay, so that will be it. Um, Comment down below if you wanna see any more videos regarding that content. Which topics do you want me to cover? And okay, go for the grinding, guys.